I was so much more Cabane Saturday, August 17, 2019. Your friend Kwame detailed this woman appear on Ship House, Abeka Junction, or pay to your banner of someone that won't cut about Drada Feed never Mendano, Edina, Bremona Feed, whom come on to whom come on. Miniaba Amas upon Common Majesty will hand up a individual and I'm a Quaba. Yeah, near Kwame. We have a cordial. I don't answer. Gusu. You said you answer never call a time and in the anti Chinese Cassanes and Yaminiho. Ah, Huntumbi, we can't say. Huntumbi. They say they are almost cash for. She Funtumbi. Yes, talk back on all the languages were for kind and get me for okay, your brain continue quickly. I'm going to work at the daily graphic in the crime. Bank of Ghana drops another bombshell. 23 savings and loans companies closed down. GN Savings, Ideal Finance, Unicredit, CDH, others gone. It didn't move to will do, but you be doing command now. I mean, Kakana Amazo and Churchum, Amaya, Pena, and Quenim. Also, the Bank of Ghana, BOG, has, in a surprise move, revoked the licenses of 15 savings and loans companies and 8 finance houses in a bid to complete the financial sector cleanup. Some of the big wigs, big shots are GN Savings and Loans Company Limited, Ideal Finance Limited, IFS Financial Services Limited, India, and we Patria. Mr. Dian would do surprises name a day, or hard just say. But some of the problems and go for questions and go for Busan say, companies if you go harm for the music some quite 2 years ago. The Bank of Ghana no Transys and the Bank of Ghana was in Chile. In fact, you can't very report to know. You don't know a Busian for Beji or Monty. But the question is, the Bank of Ghana all these years no trend, also no trend center on this condition. Or Mamma will break a crash of a young boom, who's any Bosian Bicran Alcopa Bishemo. So in Anton Town. Into the Abanama children for young queen. Yeah, I was for daily graphic the Obokra crab in some and pay now. What the Abasa Bank of Ghana may Yesika crabby about time. One no more AJ banks we call savings and loans. Makumaku a dunum, woman license at your free one and some. Now savings and loans companies. Yes, a moo the Mamubo Dien, as some way the Edne. GN Bank, Papa was in doom, a bank and no eka home. And in the savings and loans, Ideal Finance for Kahun, IFS Services Limited. On the one for Diamo. Minimum. Okay. Legacy Capital for Rochester. And Legacy Capital and Savings and Loans. Midland Savings and Loans. I'm a way to Midland, the police of an escala, Sakalala or Kobu Mami. Baby, or coffee. Almost lances Yaji. Ayaji. Wow. Midland Savings and Loans, Unicredit Ghana, no Adan Chenya, Global Asset Savings and Loans, First Africa Savings and Loans, First Trust Savings and Loans, First Allied Savings and Loans, Alpha Capital Savings and Loans, CDH Savings and Loans, ASN Savings and Loans Limited, Sterling Financial Services, Crest Finance House Limited, Commerce Savings and Loans Limited, Dream Finance, Adam Savings and Loans, All Time Finance Limited. Just a DOS one casa. Oh, I Dream Finance, Adam Savings and Loans. Yeah. All Time Finance. All Time you're too saying. Allied Savings and Loans Limited. Yeah. Allied Padawacho. Bakui and Abana to trade one into me. Unicredit. Debbie. Oh, Bakui. First Allied. First Allied, yeah. First Allied. I was for Bank of Ghana chess, well, my one bre, Esenka, Womasika Samunian and Aso, and Tikabi on Betumia Bomhoso, and Ebia, so the jet take a crash him, now so, bro, the ma woman in the basis abreno, and to me and Tam, and I'm sorry, so near your license in tea, woman to me, and yet a dreamer bium, except bank that, one more a ye, Yerabako, Ora Eric, Nana Pia. Yeah, what that Price Waterhouse Coppers are not set. One nina say Wabedi Disica. Ede afterwards, he said deposit in your maniaman for 4 years. No, Eric Nana Nipa. Eh, Nipa never physical. Nipa, yo, Nipa. And he says, the discussion Nipansa. Yeah, on never share, the judge to her any homes and Kayan. Jeffrey Nipa or the Manipa. And you wait this Sarah who Samos, as if him Samos, who can report now, Bank of Ghana. Almost spend as much as 7 billion Ghana cedis, normally exactly number society. Now, any good news, ma, yeah, but the good news is that we are in Sika, that's our financial institutions when you know, and safe. Safe, I say, we don't crack a bia with my just a music that we just can XYZ and KWT and a down.
Yeah, won't bet you.
And Sana Bank of Ghana, sanity. But the point is that and Kofoso dreams say, apart from some for my best say, no, Kofoso dreams say, no, say, Titina say the culture of savings at this guy to bank in him. But I've also in the connection to Sunia say, Nothing walk bank, a quiz Ghana buy a big wolf phone, so Casada won't train with dealer on person. A bit discouraging for force or this cover to bank. So, but cycling up was cheating for financial gurus just over an idea here. But I'm train for any attitude according to Minka. One go for your OTTVs into with my physical bank. I say, Nisika baby, first salad for the baby, I need to be come once a week. And say, Banafe, if any 23. She said, your movie.
Hey.
You better call line so and channel financial aspect. I drink company with some sense so far. Dear Queen, the say I didn't see we.
What has number maintaining you?
Woman to now, dear now, your judge lances into the woman in one day. We coffee. Hey. Boy. We coffee. Another question the class say, in fact, we seek that we need the same amount of money and her. Yeah. What I said, that's another question I'm going to bisa. But all said and done, we can say, okay, so many at least close to that exact amount. Yeah. I mean, it's better than nothing. What I say. Oh, here to me for Tim Kwam about that. Maybe. Bible says, baby, I'll see Kawan. I want to come out. I said, baby, I'll see Kawan. So, baby, I'll Japadi one. The Japadi Ben is Sika.
Come here, also Catafed, you do me as a.
Me cook Catafed Dunsian 16. Or say implement report on Konkomba Chokosi conflict chief. And our government will prioritize local engineers, architects in award of contract. And our student doctors advised against drug abuse. I need page 17. Yenko, page 17. The enough okay. Also, the Ghana Medical and Dental Council has advised student doctors to desist from drug abuse and stay away from groups that promote the consumption of addictive drugs. The chairman of the Ghana Medical and Dental Council, Professor Kwame Nyame, who expressed worry about the situation, said, there now exists in the medical and dental professions the notion of fitness to practice. This is to challenge the challenge posed by practitioners whose physical or mental health is cause for concern or whose social habits may result in the abuse of drugs or alcohol, thus putting their professional judgment in doubt. The chairman was speaking at the 10th White Coat ceremony of the University of Cape Coast School of Medical Sciences in the Central Region last Thursday. 74 level 100 students, doctors were officially grouped in white coats to prepare them for clinical duties as part of their studies as medical practitioners.
Yeah, I'm sorry for Catafadun soon. Our daily graphic money and a pay now. Ghana Medical and Dental Council and now womo edi ofutuama a doctor for agent tie aba no apase aba abonten na tese wonum edi de wakosua abeboa ayarehwe ama akoso e wo Ghana ha na chairman ya woda Ghana Medical and Dental Council no Professor Kwame Nyame na echese etoda ya ne ha adwen pa na we de wo sere na watu a doctor for ye agi adesua no watu wonu mofo se wo montwe wo ho emfiri esubone ho enuro ya wa wusua de unim se so obi kika enuro boso bebre ekora enye ye friend drug abuse enuro ense so wonom no wa kika bi asisi animu obi wakora no wafa ama na broso sa ne mani nyina ya ade a ha adwen enti wo jeje ntiti ya be ye doctor no wo kika bi efrafra mu a na tese ebe ha adwen wose bi no wakora omusu ani omniema bi a wo mu da na de otimi se tramol esuban ye anya doctor li esuban enti sa niema ni nyina ya ade bi a wose omuhwe na omutu omunan esiso na wo de ho abonamfo bi no a doctor ni wo be hwe nkofo wo so wadwena se na wo ba enti na wo be bonkrama pania na empreko panie sa niema no omuhwe mu mfiri ho no matumi aba se a doctor for brane a edem ni nkekema wo bi ani ho na wo so obi yade a na wo se na yade se wadwene mu eda ho kan na wo nkofa bi ko enkoye amam bi enkoso obi yade no I'm so yet tini pa biko.
Okay, Yanko page 16. Also implement report on Konkomba Chokosi conflict according to the chiefs. The chiefs and people of Saboba traditional area in the northern region have appealed to the government to ensure the strict implementation of recommendations of a fact-finding committee on the recent communal clashes that claimed many lives and destroyed properties in the area to ensure lasting peace. They also lamented that the prevailing curfew on the town was having a toll on the people because we are at the peak of the farming season and the curfew hours are greatly affecting farming activities, unquote. They therefore entreated the government to lift the curfew since relative peace had returned to the affected communities. The paramount chief of the area, Matedino, a friend Ubo Bowan John Matar, Mr. Mudim. Ubo Bowan John Matar made the appeal at a Deba in the honor of President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo at Sabuba last Thursday as part of the president's tour of the region. And also, we be doing my report now for you.
Yeah, Mr. Fokata, don't see a daily graphic money. And I will buy one yes, I him for, and I fear this year was Sabuba. Nana much Uncunia, I will a tiffy mantamuna, the other said, dear to a buying any say. Aban enhwe na wontimi si gina yekete ya ebeboa ama bedwakua wo paw yeso wo munye nhwehwemu emfa na num ho ya pinche bi ama na homne so ma adehye bi no mo ehwe wonkwa enyapade sese ye no mpanyimfu atena aso ya wo mu di mu nhwehwemu no de wo mu ehunu ye ya wo mo so ehwe aba na aban hwe na wonsi gina ye betumi aboa na etumi de asomdwe aba wo si sese afu dobre na aduru so sese nka wo mu timi ku wo mu mfom bi anka no patututu no num en mono nsia de na wo afuom na wo do na wo ye oniyama enso sese curfew de ato mo so no ha wo mu ukọ afuom a ase yetwa time mama ukoduru ya na wo so da wani tentem esa ba fie nti ma wani kura ntimi nkunfu de ho enti wo mu sra aban wo mu sra ne pa ha wo mu no mu kuayo na wo mpe sese ya wo mu kase enye se ntokwa bia wo ho na mmom se bia de na anu ba ye no sese ni anamo ne yetu afa ho no wo mu nya ne sa na emfiri ho wo mu ti asomdwe mu de ba ye na adwo enti enso anu bia wo ho sese ye de eso bibia no na bibi nkoyi ni tibiem no eno no mo so aban se onye na Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo bo ntoa na okopie mu wo ha mo so de sa asemi eto ni
I'm a page 12 story bi wo ho a very interesting story also suicidal tendencies increasing among people, students, research finds. A research by the psychology department of the University of Ghana has revealed high rate of suicidal tendencies among some pupils and students. The head of the department, Professor Joseph Osafo, has consequently called on the Ghana Education Service to pay serious attention to mental health needs of pupils and students. He said the findings by the department recently showed that 1 out of every 4 students, 1 out of every 4 students in secondary schools in the Greater Accra region had engaged in self-harm, including self-cutting and injuring themselves because they were going through some psychological problems. The research findings, he said, also showed that 1 out of every 5 children had contemplated suicide. Professor Osafo, who is also a clinical psychologist and a suicidologist. Suicidologist made the disclosures at a public lecture organized by the Ghana Psychological Association on attaining quality education, on tying the naughty issues in Accra yesterday. To psychologist.
Yeah, I was for Catafadu daily graphic more any. Now, no pay dear or dear ba and say, and when you for a bo bedja, yeah, now what drinking a quanya or man must have some, ye bet to me a crack, you really womb a free moon, nothing, to me a jan and I saw, no, and now a reader noa, a woman I had drink into me, man, monsieur pa, and I saw no, and penny 4 year, a what. Psychology department University of Ghana one my nhwehwemu baba to just say come here you say enei adisuafo pa akonfo hye eniema mejeme nkwa afiri nsem mekumi ho no adoso wo wonom abrabom na head of department obnefo Joseph Osafo one dey to just say GES monhwa mu huye na momaboni enkwasa de onye chalk ne pen any textbooks nku a ene sese mudi eche na emom enkwada no wo mu adwene mu apomodene se etesai no e wo se momamoni kɔ ho pa eye se be ye kora ene se ye bobo sesen bi a mental health wo mu adwosuo bi e wo senior high schools na ebetumi aboa ama nkwada no wo hawo ahodro a wo mo ho no yetumi aso ano no wo sese wuyi wo mu research no mu ye no wuyi enipa be se edu gina ho a chese emu dodoɔ no a ewo Greater Accra mantam ha no emu 9 de friend say akonfo hye obi ono de second twa ne ho ne moje eba obi a ne boy ye jano na wa konumaduro na wa fasapo wa hunu chese eniema fonko obi kwa timi di ne tihwe dem ni nyina ya konfo hye eniema e chese nkwada no ma dwene mu na ho dodo na adwene ho atechema ya ofi se wo ko ha obi mu obi wa kwa na ne maame atea no ana wa ya ade ya kananim ne me maame mpamasem me teacher tame ye sere me mata ade to atete me school fo sere me ntime kume ho sa ne me nyina ha adwen enti nkwada no akonfo hye se me di me hu agu me agye me nkwa afrim sem adoso wo mutirim enti GS ene abata nyina wa asem bone po na wa kwada so wa so wo ho no mo na ase wa wo beje wo nkwa afrim sem wo ba me atea teacher ni atea obi asere wa obakwa akoto nyankopon e wo honom
na papa bi ne fe no Mr. Dujan Fiminim so tiase a Mr. Dujan no a counselor student counselor e wo Prempeh College na so kan someone say we yensamfo a no atwe na space na beto so and wo die no wo nzo wagimi because we are saying abrofo no office school ba no obi fridge na cheese asan wo kokon no ko say cheese asan to committee suicide yeah we are saying the sa ayi wanyu ye de na me ase na nyema koyi a mo say
maybe ma otiri mu krada
disappointment the beba obedi arho ni ande but say ukun de you see the most interesting part of the story no krasa ma obi ankun hu nko mbada nti the thought and comforter ka say
but no mo yo sa atwitwa
oh yeah research incredible
yes
the we check crowd say bisu baby
na utwitwa ntrim na wu a
ana me che say obi anwu nko mbada nti the sa phrase say wu ana san ho na de ba
wo sa akra kwhye okra ne wo mu no wo na wo boye
wu abesa hye wo be hye wo
na wo nkwhye wo ku nko bu samje
me nko ho da nti me nim de wo ka no
na
wo tifren
wo be ko trosem wo je kristoni
your bible can carry for me kristoni our story be page 13 Vice President commissions fertilizer plants at Esuboy
Degeta
Degeta okay a new Dr. Degeta
Degeta one
or see a new fertilizer blending plant with the capacity to produce 2,400 tons of fertilizer a day has been commissioned at Esuboy in the Nsroma district in the eastern region. Okay. The plant, an initiative of Glovet Limited, a private company, was constructed at a cost of $4.5 million to provide tailor-made blended fertilizers to meet specific soil and crop needs. It falls under the One District, One Factory initiative, and it is said to be the largest fertilizer blending plant in the country. Commissioned the facility at the Esuboy last Thursday, the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, said the demand for fertilizer across the country was about 600,000 tons a year, and so the coming on board of the factory could meet all of the country's demands for fertilizer. He therefore challenged the Ministry of Agric and the Ghana Cocoa Board not to waste foreign exchange in importing fertilizers. Dr. Bawumia described the factory as another major step towards achieving the vision of President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo to build a Ghana beyond aid, and said the government had been keen on delivering the 1D, 1F promise to the fullest to create a viable, self-sustaining economy for Ghanaians.
I'm sorry for your Thomas Wakatafa Dumienu. Now, what says a fidia, yadi a young fertilizer, we be kafo, me, the Guyan Fudiase, Emma Susse Dosso, and Empenyon for betting Timbi. What says a Jumakubi, your friend, Glofet Limited.
Yes, India, one young
Glofet Limited.
Glofet.
Na womuna aye de sa abet duadua san fidie ya womu pese womu ye fertilizer e wo memu ya eno no yese dodo obetumi aye 2,400 tons fertilizer dakuru bia o a wo mbe yenti Esuboy Nsroma district e wapo mantam honomo e na ya kodue adwuma no enti wo tonsa efrem ampanya be de che Dr. Mamadou Bawumia se wo mra metwa homam na enfia se sansa na Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo e di 1D 1F abadia wo mu nso so epese ne aban nyina ka bomu na wodi dwuma na eboa se de be ya Ghana mampanyin na Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ni suade hunu ya wo ese kuayo ho nsam na afa niama kasa mfidi dwuma wo mamu ye betumi aye ne ye na tumi akoso eno da nkyenya Dr. Bawumia ebu ano wo Esuboy na ano ya wada na wodi tu o mani se hwe fertilizer nkoa ye kraba krom ha no best 600 tons 600,000 tons afi baako enti we ebeboa pa ya waha na ya san de di adwuma waha na aboa enti we de adwuma pa ya so ye be somasen na mampanyin na nyiso ade hunu no atumi abemu Daily Graphic katafa edumiensa
company yourself and Glovet Glovet ombe fertilizer no
veto
and fet no say as a governor
Glofet it's a fertilizer
the global fertilizer no one translate Glofet okay yanko Ghanaian Times what for Ghanaian Times music Ghanaian Times achiche ne akukunkum next page 16 sorry we na God for bia
today
or the here on say Nagat cakes against holiday classes for SHS students and on page 16 we do an be na ko what do all right. The Ghana National Association of Graduate Teachers, NAGRAT, has served notice that its members will not be forced to participate in any holiday classes for final year students of SHS. Their stance comes on the back of the recall of all third-year students to school on Monday. Oh, they said they are trickle anymore. It's on the coach 25th. Okay. The Director General of the Ghana Education Service, Professor Kwesi Opoku Amankwa, at a press conference in Accra last Thursday said the reopening, which comes 4 weeks earlier than the official start of the semester, September 7, 2019, was to prepare students adequately for the West African Senior School Certificate Examination, WASI. But a statement signed by Eric Kabonu, president of NAGRAT, and issued in Accra yesterday, warned that the full weight of the union will be brought on anyone who attempts to coerce, harass, or intimidate any teacher who exercises his or her right not to participate in the program. Pointing to an earlier posting by the association during a press conference to address the issue and other concerns of teachers, the statement reminded members of NAGRAT that it still maintains its position that teachers should be allowed to enjoy their holidays uninterrupted. Classes in the Mutuashada.
Yeah.
Democracy.
I was for NAGRAT for Eda Eka say, Womu see, Womu can pray fa. Once the final year students, makwanya nanka ya sada ni aye holiday classes said ya mo womu said ya be boa womu na womu etumi akwotro na womu twa ni ye na no na womu de aba betu dwa se womu sire o enyi obi na omu tete anfa ahode so nye obi na omu bo na abro said ya mpanyimfo aye no time asasa nkedi bia school no omu bie ni ntam sesei ama wo akwada no akwara bia besua de enti nya sa afi na time aso se wo kwatena fie kwaje na home ne yeti teacher for nsa ametira de ene pa de e ma so enti mu obi anya na adwen so obi e be ha teacher ni bia bre teacher ni bia enye obi a
no Dr. Shaft Buama and original land so bank me nsa ne ka wansem so ye Bank of Ghana say akwa clean up exercise no be so Dr. Shaft Buama tumi chechim doc what you come watch mo kwa no pay
ya echa
now boko de
oba di nyankopon adaromanti
ye de nyame ase anopenso ni ka se waje first on ye be cheche ye banking sector de ekoso no
medamosi
yo enu ayen ka bi nhye me free no 9 no mu okọ na me de me te ta me te na me ka ho asemo say Bank of Ghana clean up business on to Ghana for any so mo ye no en say de omo wi kura on the bank financial institutions be 23 and say omo krata asem nhye dan koyi ani say de be busa say so far sa de na course sa development ya de na hia be bo ma Ghana ene ma koyi ana
yo meda was say ene o se me ne watiefo ne wahwefo enkasa emfa ene dwumadia eye BOG o de abetu Ghana fo anim efa isika sembo bre ene ne hyebre ne ehontutu be migidi se sa dwumadie no na ewo senka ya ye no tataata na etimi aboa oman isika sem ene ehontutu ye nanso no ebre bia ni mo asem nti ena ho asem abai na mti se ye beka ho asem ne hu sade ye di ni sibiresi a ebesi aboayo Bank of Ghana say we no o ma che ho dwumadie ye no o ma che kura ata o se basa
ese na e de wo so mo ye
o se afibia no e wo se report no etumi show se ta adwumako wi o kofom anase o kosoro na afei krampo no say you rezi bar no the minimum capital no na so obi antimi meet requirements na e wo kwan e betimi di na faso a e bia sa dwumadie no ono no ebi na film ebi na tinchen anase ebi krampo na aban na be fa sa dwumadie ni se wo ye na no atimi ede aboa nti no sa bere yo mo de ba ye ni die ti se o ma che e wo ho no sen ko my say dwumadie dada na atimi aboa o man sika se me ne ho tutuye.
As a business consultant, in fact, and one report no ban me detailed report no can come now most of it the Bank of Ghana will say we are almost customer quite 2 years way back and sakwa na mbetino ta one Bank of Ghana in fact explanation dem man say na omo brand mo make can you say was it right thing to be done at that time?
So said the who say no sitie said the Bank of Ghana for come seminar na fort no every sa savings and loans company see I can wasemi maybe free the supervisory role of the Bank of Ghana. If we say there will be the Jumadina say Jumadina Udino so wo tesoro no so wo say e ho asem na so wo kan ho asem nka wo kan ho asem mu wa afei no e ho asem bia ba sobo no ba e wo ne de bebo enti so mo afei no mo be ka kire say over 2 years deal say sa Jumadina no mo ntimi nya sika no emfa nya ho ayi anu ntina o matena sia ntie mienu achi no oye be ka ho asem a se nsuo hoi ebroa na waka se nsuo no ebro mi na se wo ka kire obi se pamopamo wa nipa dodo na nya de on betia se efi se ehunu se wo na afọ no enye fa kwa na wo afọ efi se oba bi afọ se Bank of Ghana emi etimi te sansensem na se na abra o mo share from the universal banks or the commercial banks, you know. Now, when we say problem kakra or Capital Bank and a UT or Mubaji Jama Ghana Commercial Bank, AGC Bank. Now, I feel bank in so a canosono or Mubashim no more who says our bank is in Omujumadi or Mujin Timinkoyi. You bet him better than any bet me up by the biggest bank in Ghana, a consolidated banker. Now, you be free home. Now, you be back. Microfinance institutions, so over 400 microfinance institutions. Almost so you bet me a job license say Momu operative. Now, do you see savings and loans companies so? Then, over catch say, a move 23 as so no, only insolvent. So, Bonica say insolvent or patch say, and yet, yes, side to be a mudino. Say, a bomb say a person solve, your total near. Any money, any board akasa, any management akasa, even any staffs akasa. After crown pony, show me liquidity, almost see cadodo I ho, almost investments, all my yellow baby. Now you're shooting near normal Cassania who said you may dealing to Koswa. You say, any one, and your idea you be to say in a baby. Now, so said the banks, Makomako, me and sensitive, a union sensitive. Then a Bank of Ghana, ebe consensus in Syria. We did you say, na emu or Jam Kaka. Na I check a who you may not check. Now, Omu Crampo, Omu Sikaso Craposition, a day not to see ye by your womb. And no one seminar ideas to see here.
Minister Doc, when your Bank of Ghana for report to be account, Muncha said they use 7 billion taxpayers' money, dear Sergeant. Now, we are in Sikada and your financial institution be a agent license, no. And we're sorted. As a financial consultant, what do you say?
Yes, and then almost Casa said, we get a beer, the Sika at the honor. That person is sorted. And yes, almost Casa in the family. But, tell you, we are consolidated. You see, no, have they set up a new institution open to take care of these viable organizations, you know, or we will say, don't be the actual man. So, no ambassador, meaning, in some now or more coming. Me a better drink a class, if we say, to see now a woman, the Bank of Ghana, think and no now, or if you just say, that companies will only insolvent. That who would you make you say, near the ombudsman abwa, into an area who said, dear, na intimate sound and fancy woman. Now, call honor so much na cafe and no. A Juada, the Upo Sika Agia, and was so cost our bank in Euro, and now so cost Edgemakuru, now Coco Sika Euro. And moon the bit in your bois, and say a net is a name Damino Cafe. A Juada Bedu, that's all the cost our bank in Hona, Yatutum. If we say almost Mubiano Munia to maybe, into Mini say Juadano, over cost our bank, the BS or Munoba the Yatuma, Yatutum. Now all said and done. I'm your man with a cosono. Let me give you a say. The car a bank say, or cofa, no the ababitia ta e kan se deposited o musika dia ma wo mo na o senka ban tumi bomodin se onu abetimi aso adwuma ni no betimi be resuscitate adwuma no na adwuma no timi gian na so na timi aboa esi se eni o man ga na e wo mu no yen sika sem ni adwuma sem eni de hwe kan se employment issue a ya di be ha ken nti se ni pebu kra atwene na o matimi abomodin na o ma hye bibi ase no se entimi kra nkonko wi ya awo se aban ni timi ginam na o timi di adwuma no so wo hye no timi aye na timi aye na timi aboa ken se eni no ye de sa announcement be ba tra test ye be hwe se obi a sika nyina ye ebrebe eni be twa nkofo sika ama wo mo na o mo krampo so o mo do mo sika hye no e bi adwada krai nkofo betime hie o mo sika bi e di akwakọ yi o mo niema e di akoto niema bi krampo krai ebi ma ebi awale de ene ho nkodeba na ebeje na o mo setimi akom sika
Dr. Shaft but a free report number just appointing one Eric Nipa so a receiver.
Yeah, Eric Nipa.
The banking sector because we receiver just because say consolidated bank for the buy then say okay you are too dean when to receiver no so the man obey.
Receiver no jumo obey ni say no information bia ifia o ka ho asem o to ho niema enkofo checks that omo issue enkofo checks that I was saying clear no tani mani nyina no papa we ni ponso na ede kwa koguo ono na ebenya adachi na sa report ya se akọ ni nyina no ye de ba begu nanim na watimi ehunu afa se ono na aban eka enkofo abrogu ono wo be hwe se ehun mpia no ye betua ehun sisade ni ehun tutudie bia no se no ta papa yi na so no oba begina anamu na watimi ahwe na bia na Bank of Ghana for the money tax Bank of Ghana and now say we show the IPES body you can't IPES body and kikabomu a war savings and loans company to mono abia one also no and no mobile the class no metimi ya juma metimi aboa if you say can you nyina na so omunye insolvent kakra na aka no omudo hunu kwankrom be fa so a ombetimi akikem e ama wo mo na no atimi de aboa
no ade ba kwa Ghana fo nyina ebisa nsenti no na ye ni kwan fufuro bi e be fa so because number 1 ye ba nipa dwuma be bo no ngofo sika be kam ni ande ntina ye ni kwan bi e be fa so e bitima ye sa ne danse ye be revoke compliance na fi ye apple receiver ama wo mo
come bi wo ho a eya na adwenkyere no eni ba ko fo tiri se wo hye ahopepere a e ba se ye de UT Bank any Capital Bank kwa koma Ghana Commercial Bank then and GC Bank ya afei no omo chance ye no mu se ukofa sasu bi na de Kosoa Bank fufura enya de be aboa enti na ni so ne ba ye no ye hunu se e wo se do mu consolidated bonika consolidated a chance se no abubuo na wabɔ no ye pese a chiche wo re Ghana for abubuo na ye bɔ no ye pese a chiche wo re ni die kusi ba bi fa ko ani tina ma aban gina mu a o set up the consolidated bank no me giri ye se senka o mutimi aye road map no aye a na o mu ye ho tutuye after say o mu ni series of microfinance institutions aye savings and loans companies here kan no o ko microfinance mo a o mu no ye fro mu semi formal microfinance institutions enti no na o se nko mutimi enhunu se de o mbesi ahye wo mo an sakura na saa dwumedie no ye de aba beto animu na ya kasa nanso no atia bigiri se emui se omunya adaje no munya ho totoye na omu se do mbesi aye no a enu betimi aboa ma ehihede pa o fi omutimi sisema ta bank dwumedie ntimi baso no etimi baso se wo hwe bank mako aduonu miensa ya enne ye do mu dia batu de enu a mehwere sinu mu a bank ni do ho a for the purpose of my listeners to know, let's try say maybe you see the word bank the man savings and loans company let's try to say one function
for
the purpose is to know the we shall listen now ye did beto ho no na wo hye emu na wo hunu obi ti se GN savings. GN savings. Or no, what in your bomb now in every region. Mostly, if you are not a fact and getting right, but mostly every district. Now, or what branch, or now and then, so show the kind of assets our work, the kind of human capital our work. Now and then, let's just say, liquidation account, we insolvent, you know, for more, meaning, Ushamwa. No,
Doc, my main cover grant was on one to us. Now, I buy Zwajina 2 class was under the canteen when you see company in a Juma.
Now, Usha said, or no, who sent some Etiana. Now, a move our dream kaka. And you know, Mikidi say, on my Sibit Mammy and Yapre, near to me, I sent to ye, near Santa to Tibet Yakoswa. Yami and Nimmer, linking to Trini, if you say, this is long overdue. Na Sanko for ya and Naya Comas and say, Woman, and no Munya Papa, Omunica Omuni Tumano. You who say, Sanko Fukuya, Mekanko Fukuya, make these savings and loans companies. Omukoya, and Omotimi, Ama Bank, a Jumano, Ayanko Fakono, Sanko Fobit to do Musika Betimiako Bank. They are able to let banking to the doorstep of the masses. Omukoya and Omatimi Ama Bank Jumano, Etimia Tredia Kobebia. Sensene, a good year, baby, you almost remove. Say, a binding say, or was Sassikana or the Betia deposited car. Nanka a bind Betimia Jumai, now no Timia she, no Timia, your home to Tia, Betimia Bois, Ubusa Bank, Mukoya, what's more. Almost some baby bomber catch or say, almost see Cadona Quakudi, a consolidated home because almost banks now no year Jumano. Our investments warm home. Woman is said, consolidated so into our music as soon as the Emma Omo. And only a hearsay and send the bar or more economy. And to know, no thank our buying, we had that no yan to what's here, and Sana, answer me because. And then we have become with you. You can see, said, the confidence of the Ghanaian masses, a lot of them, in terms of putting their money in a financial house, put on a better thing. On the version is junior, and the version pass it. A better diamond for. No Kosudama bo a youth for Abaso. Best point savings and loans. I'm so much the man who would do no Koswa Boma Basso, so my idea. Nothing on my who's it from best point and a Bitcoin? Best point as an uncle. Best point. Oh, best point savings and loans. Oh, okay. There be colors and that. There be colors and that. Oh, my idea. Now, Doc, finally, young chess in freeway, you know. Savings and loans are inclusive of 48 to 23 balance. At the end of the year, I'm for Quamuntia, could you very win? Oh, start a report now. If you are a management structure, no, any papa. And confirm some form, not only to me, a share of management, Sikasam no Conebano. And conform to do any papa. I feel so. Sika also meeting the year Juma. A year capital minimum requirements, you know. To do so and sentiment, so. I feel so. Almost deposited. Sika Madiji, a film conform to do now, Honoson. That's Sikano, open to and name, that's Sikano. I feel Doc Rebo. Not just what you said, Sikano, or only could run business from one. I know that the chain that I get from Mona, you know, Mubusa Watson. I was saying, Ghana has no. The most proper structure, and say, you just cannot near co-invest. Okay, you just cannot near co-invest. Until Ubasha Bank for no, almost the need baby pass almost your investments. No, if your money, you can no more that come another bank. Say, how the Omubitimia, interest, Kake, be there also. The number says, Canada, come on, Minnesota, and apart from that, national. Ebi amu di discount no me di abobisia. Omo di loans no many interest also. loans no so we share most of Ghanaian banks oba finance more you will be a friend of PAR a portfolio at risk. Portfolio at risk means a portfolio ni a sika bank and or the juma at risk ni sika or the man for omuntimi nya daje emla michia ho yi enti se wo hwe Ghana for banks in the bar omu first 30 days omu discover man for there enipa no yi omu yam tua 60 days omu betua nanso free 90 days ekono on say afi e decline na e tia ba form enti most of them no omu portfolio at risk for 90 days 150 days 180 days you know and kai emwa enye adwuma ema omu sika dodo na kitanko for I think so. Nam say economy no enye no. Economy no intimi enya na so. Other people will tell you the economy is resilient. Fine, it's in books, but in a capital sense, you know, you say so. What is sika mu bia? Sika na odi amano di adwuma kwa na odi kwakoye. Enya so mfaso e de abrew. And these savings and loans companies, you know, and now say most of them no charge almost 5% a month, you know. At the end of the season, they are taking about 60% per annum. And you know, and it's a share almost kind of say almost interest rate near what's on now. Assassin say, or the Sikane Mawanam so we hear Sikan into the J. Now, which is Sikani we are a choir of the first one with Chiano. And Nona, to say Nakoye and Emma Baby. And the GD said, the Bank of Ghana say, Unyada just so Tana now Shenyama. Only how yes, savings and loans, you set a base rate for them. If somebody is charging 5% per month, 60% per annum, without commission charges or other charges as well, and also a idea bakwa a hygiene a year pa. Now, I feel and some back so almost a cacao said investment to do now my union and so would be more high investments, you know. The investments, you know, it's not feasible. And Kakrana so Akanasono, and I'm saying that economy no engine, you know. Almost it says Sikano, Eddie Tutu Quine, Eddie Crochet say, Omubit Mina baby for this kind of set, Eddie Aye, you made a baby chianco forecast, and Ghana ha. Because
me kind back report was just saying shareholders need 100 million Ghana cedis. I don't know who you coin say a balance that reminds me. There's a Bank of Ghana, because what a prosecutor sank for one.
Minia Ghana the cap prosecution unisikani be prosecute sano man yakwa koduru. I see. Yes. Unisika anase unye highly political affiliated and you be prosecute you. If you say would you share the see what UT Bank says you see our Capital Bank even 7 banks here be can we don't call consolidated. What you say you will be a court? Journalists for what you say you will be a court say the panomra meaning one and even cross a parliament afraid the parliament can the financial select committee after be say banks in who you media a course we a gentleman to me who say you call you media na more comfort home. What is here will be? Nancy Kobusa Bank of Ghana much so there be among 20 na mugusu until the minister you to monka. How long? How long? Minyanum, and you say, be a make some a day, Obi. You say, a free savings and loans companies, you see. Namea Domoa, the next report, Ebano, rural banks and community banks. A lot of rural banks and community banks, you know, they are struggling. Again, are buying all year at their banks. So, and you know, they are here for universal banks. You flew almost on universal and commercial banks. You flew almost 400, over 400 microfinance institutions were kept down. Almost you flew on, and then they are Karena Babeshe savings and loans companies. Savings and loans companies, you know. If you're savings and loans companies, you know, they cannot crash they'll say, Oma Timia Kamuno, Ebia Baku, Minubi, and then ye Amanone for dia. Baku, Minubi. And Ebia, and your woman, Omudum Sika Dijumadiano, it is a kind of trouble, Chaba, and Omudi Dijuma. Most of the savings and loans companies are lying in which me a catch say about 90% of them in Ghanaian indigenous companies. So, in Tisikana, Kasa, the Bay Juma or Maui Simino, Tikano Niho, and a Kakara so or Holosono, the Padodona, and Kwakope, in Tinakwa supply and demand. In Jabasana, at the Ahotre, any a year eba almost. The chat will be Musua. The chat will be more, Mekawasem, say. I will say a buying or share the asset of these organizations, savings and loans companies, the kind of asset and go for you work. Nene, Yedamo Motum, Taasa Muninamunko, the kind of human capital base. I crowd mono. I buy one Kwankra, a bit in this age, maybe bit in your faswa, a bit in your boa. Now, the GDA said, no, I buy one massa announcement. I know catch it deposited say, let me reassure myself, Monsabitinia Kamusika, Monsabaka Musika, and a free joy there corner. Ubia Kosa company will and access our financial house, we are now bank woman could do Jumadi, no Sabit Makamusika, but Gilly said, can obey to me a day, Abwa, Sense, Yabekan Watra, Nature Hosa, and no intimate way.
Don't be trusted. In this Kwame Kakration Mutumwa or some Jim Suni as another dream home in Fanko Bank Bia.
And no, dear, Kwame, and young me and the name catch the war. If you say, Baby, I would do Sika, El Quacoto last year. Semi catch the war say, the Honya and Canyadia, Ubejimid. Now, meaning other sister organization be a interview say, I and Nana me Kasana. Me koka company be so the year time almost started UT any can say capital bank no I say no maybe bought about 9 me momo the na me projections no 9 9 but only 2 3 mu at the 7 at the buy these banks are me bobo no at the end of the day no they don't to a liquidation list so it's only insolvent.
Now, when you're inside information, be an answer, they now cost all the one who announced the banky intimina.
A Jumano, ye dear Jumaneci. A Jumano, ye dear Jumaneci. Say, we could say, a Jumano, ye dear needy chili. And they are so at the form a Jumano. And to say to the blue will be so investment to her. Now, also depending on advisor, we just give the persons an advice. Even Homo Crampona, Homo international companies now, they want to invest in Ghana, microfinance institutions, microfinance organizations, savings and loans, the investor banks and Crampono. We give them advice for all these kind of works. And to the humanity, they need the Chira, EBIA should say, a bit near Koso. If we say Cassian Cotier Dumra, and no one near high, young to me, and be a bra. Sikanya de enkaho nti baby a sikanya bobo ano de akọ baby a sikanya bobo ano de akoto baby a sikanya bobo ano de akọhye no e wo se etimi me ni timi di akyi na etimi boa na sede enormous kono so no enya dia aban ni sa eso sa se obetimi aso sa nsem ya ekoyimu odina no beka nanso no se wa ma ni anye tin na wa ma no ho anye ha in somewhere and no one cofa a jacket in the window. A bed diamond passe, obetimi, a bitina, or no buying and put Missicats and obetimi and naso. If we say, I don't want to do Musica co banker, and our buying us in now or the ultimate you must say, I know what to say. I am near cassette, I buying the bank's car. I says, Kaya, Timon phone, yes, we are cotto banker, and a bank phone so they bought buying Persia. I get domestic loans. And to say, I buy no. So when to me, I'm more than said to my form for music camera, the donor for music camera, and Tina to the do her, I'll be with the bills. I bear the treasure bills, and also be with the bonds, local bonds. Now, what you do with this Sikawa high, and Sunday be a coffee from on nearby, a coffee figure on near at the Ediapa. And you know, the GDA said, I buy no, time no more will move on. So when to me, who can come to me, the bois. Non conform between me regaining confidence in our banking industry. eniema bechepa ansha na ekoye se yemfe sika mfa to dem ochina yenihwe ya edi yebiem yemfe sika enkututu fom emfa nsha ho ochina yenihwe edi yebiem na no so no ntime mmoa emma onu aban no ni sika wo hwehwe no ntime nye de enten koso because sa company ki ba yi no na omotimi abomodin apeja enkofo no mo mfo sika nko bank nipa no lo sika ko bank o Ghana ha is around 23%. Enkofo ba yi omotimi awireti e dia ko almost 37%. 37%. Adwuma nko omotimi aye no enkeye se eni no aban betimi aso adwuma nimu na nko no atumi de adwuma no timi anante na timi aboa na se kase local content na yemoso akakra ye so betimi asase ye na aban ntimi fan sika enhyem na na wo se we mu nyina nkofie ono a de sika betwetwa nkofo ka unsa wo diskani twa mo ka ahefa ana omuri sika bia me kwa akoto na pedi sika ni ba be gun nkofo fon so sika no ba be gun nkofo dem kofo kotutu fom dia shaho na afei no ebe ma banking industry na afei no obeko bank kura no na afei lines queues na ewo ho no sa kibi eba be doso ewo banks afei so kura mpo no enkofo dodo aye ba be yi o media mo ma ba be tena fie redundant eba be to wo mu ekwa be so na abai obe faso a obe resuscitate wo mo ja no mo wo mu nyina na so no eba be ye amane emisu aba be dabusu apostle afei so kura mpo no omo board omo management ebi sika fa omo nse omo sase anaso obi omo koso financial loss no e kwambe su kura na bia aban eni sankofu ebe trasi ebe ka ho asemo a obetim be gin sika e de efi won sem san nyoma wo munina no se yentimi anya mugidi ese na we na ye no de e ba be just a showcase keke e de amai ntino mesre se yema enimere se Ghana dwumadi epese edi edema o man no yebetimi me ni ada ho ni yebetimi aye ni ya ebetimi aboa ama o man ni sika sem no man ni puntu otimi akoso
Dr. Shafter no pay that no nchechemu emu odin no kra kanso ne kan den so ya say eduro bi so edrobu so omene anwu no kra so omene nti ya me ye da se boy international business consultant ye da se doc na me shaw ama Dr. Shafter chirem na dey ba ko kan ya
last week daily the Bank of Ghana finance ministry na be je atumu ese abinde
or the
papa kwesi
indun group for no ka
yeah and ese ka bi nchen ka bi na no mu ntua ma no na say wo mu collapse ya je ne license na the bank you go
and no in fact time Bank of Ghana report no babo until say you close to 23 banks as a financial institutions no say banks anasa GN group no and the company indun group and they release bi babo until no chim say in fact the Bank of Ghana edins was so fast as to munsi ginaye nto mu kwayo mu atwetwe mo so say
ye di
omudi abe count and no omo ntia say because and no as me report to be a radio station TV station because baby GN for no ye adwuma no na cheta ma ba 5 dara banto mo ya pon omo so mo ye adwuma no ma mo ye adwuma no ma ye hwe say minim say na Saturday ombo adwuma dia na we hwe mi say Monday so mo ye adwuma no mo nye adwuma ntino BOG should come clear as a entire papa because the say the papa only for those who yes kaya on so the sika krabia scan da obenya kakra dia to so
because that's the catch can yampa obi abejai because ochina wonim de be ba ka say na so say aban say obe sorti omo musika wo no e man say obi sika be say 3 billion da ho so aban be ebenyo perpetuate as sika ni nyina de amanana and also ya asem
because the omwe consolidated bank consolidated bank in fact me akoyi be actually check am say makoyi da mko as o check no maybe the na 20,000
so we they are consolidated
20,000 ye nya mame
o consolidated for
ye nya mame but o kan so o kan am 17 ka so the way they nya no club o say ka so with mama half
wow na dia ka hye.
We say uji sika dia ko sika bia no dafa ko sika bi fi bia ko bibi. Na ko sika nti no omo mo sika down no anyway we don't want to your best be dream but na mo but nwanwa. Okay. Ya brain ya fa Ghanaian Times na say yanka story police for achi obi dia na say nkanya Ghanaian Times up. Nti emfa we story so na fe yenko part 2 no. Two friends get 20 years for robbing businessman. The Nkari Circuit Court in Achumawabia municipality has sentenced two friends to 10 years imprisonment each over armed robbery. Frank Tufo 23 unemployed. Kofia Samoa debi onye Kofia Samoa trusting 28 driver and accomplice on the run were said to have attacked and robbed a businessman who was visiting his construction site at Wanse and incidentally chanced upon them smoking weed. They pleaded guilty and were convicted on their own plea by the court, presided by Mr. Michael Johnson Abbey. Detective Inspector Anthony Chapon told the court that on April 20th, and the story on 10.
Yeah, but for Ghanaian Times, Kata Family and Sa, yes, in Carrier Circuit Court, Asha said, Mantibu, will be uncle Fiedun, Ukaboma Juno, Frank to 23. Onyejuma ena Kofia Samuel 28 were driver na yesi achi omo edom ko gina court na judge bisa om said dem ye so mudi for na muni for om se yedi for enti agina sa ayo no so ena ye de sa so twen ama won na yesi epo bosome da na to so aduonu nwotwe wa fi mu verse no nkono anopa ena mrantie kwoto hye krachi bia businessman bia wo kọ ne prot so akwa omukotwe sikan sisi twitwa ne ho etwitwa no amutwitwa no ye no so wi yi a wo mo num ibi ompa ja so no di wi ni se twa papa ikurum sa she she di se dwenti papa etika mu a wo kora ohu enu wa kire no enu ohu amantie baako enu so obo nka we aposifo amane a omukokwachi wo mu a yakwachi wo mu mienu nyina sesei ama yede wo mu ekotum emfiedu na Kwame Ajetia si ya wie ya wie de ya se clean up exercise na sesei nkofo ye no omu de no mom ye kromu fin daily graphic ene de aba samwo adano na acho se bia wosusi wokoti water no na wate de agu kwana no na nu asa tua kwan no esi kwan ne half
nse ne one clinic rank
so wate ase asa yi kromu nso finti mu kwoti fin a mo mpe zoom lion fo no mo akra fin ni mochi na wo mo akwasesa o mo tigu wonya na mo tsanya nyesa wo beti gata ni mu na tie na agu kwan ne ho na aye kromu tan na asa esi kwan na mfaso bia maso kwasi ko no jankwanti ade mo anya kra na mfaso so
so for me speaking na mo tene nka no Lawyer Steven Sa, we are graphic communications lawyer kasiye pa anope mi charge am inside kan video mention na maka ho asem asofu mi no mo ko offer no video very interesting one lawyer na desende we will talk about that near say we am sure hana edibisi ama chebusan fo mi no yense be na fe yenkoda ye homra
we the matter the AF collection omo apenkwa Renya Junction
ana wutino
Flare Fashion Cute Cats Salon Adekye Junction
a first salon Cute Cat
yeah
na stand the one for the Dianka ho
the way wake up rasta nketwa ya twist and I chain shem
maybe o ha say okukuba sura ubufu atimi tu
we mitimi tu ne anytime sana pe me ba na shem na net na shem na me de awura
then am yase abuso etwa nwa ba ya to so Isaac Nego Enterprise me chacha no pe me sure say bibia koso kama pa ye twa nwa ba na fe ya to so na edi nko part 2 no ena ne ba bedwedwe Ghana ho betu download the fa 0249
aka no me tiase
say
ye ko he wa ko le dwedwe
o say yeah then
adwiri togo for we ba Ghana ho
say adwiri ya Ghana sam kwan ye kan nti we Ghana
dia ya ba dwedwe Ghana ho
ya
as ye ko
ya fe ne on say
na bro
part 1 no ye Canada obokra ta nan sam ne kan no we part 2 ni afi ye sinkunya na fe de kepra na kan ye bibisi na fe ya do don ho ne ya do musuko so oni esi nkunya ne apapem ya ko so emi okay ye twa ho ba na fe be to aso tu mu twa ye ba sisi a